Yes, motherfucker, I remember. The last video before the Hispanic store video, I got off track. I got off focus. Y'all. I'm going to explain to the Democratic Party or the Democrats especially the white ones who don't understand why black men voted for Donald Trump. I'm about to break that shit down. Because somebody just posted on my shit, a lot of black women and men, a lot of black women didn't vote for fucking Donald Trump. A few, about 10. But it was about 50 black men. But listen, that's neither here nor there. But let me tell you why black men, some young black men voted for Donald Trump. A few old, but mostly young. Let me tell y'all why. Let me break this down. The Democrats don't have no fucking clue because I've been listening to all the pundits. Roland Martin, he's smart, but he can't figure this one out. Because they've been away from the regular black people. I don't know, the black crowd. I'm just saying. They fucking, I don't know why nobody can figure this out and explain this. To Rachel Maddow, to Lawrence McDonald, to fucking Steve Paxton, to Stephanie Miller, to it's a lot of people I watch. James Carville. Listen, all the people, y'all know the name Steve Smith. Why young black men voted for Donald Trump? Or remember, all these people trying to figure this out. Don Lemon. All right, I'm about to break this shit down. I had to figure out like when was the best time to do it, and now here it is right here. So this kind of comes back to, it's a lot of different things, but the main, I'm gonna put it all in a little bowl. Donald Trump remind a lot of young black guys growing up in the 80s of success, being rich. And they were selling drugs and stuff, and they were rich. And they wanted to be around rich people, associated as rich, and wanted to be associated as upper class, high class. But the main thing they failed to realize is that you're black. And you're getting your money illegally. You do something like Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson did, or Jay-Z, then you different. These white people accept you on a different plateau, a different plane, a different level. But if you get your money through drugs and different nefarious businesses, and you'll never be on the scale with these white people. And still, you'll still be in control, even if you Michael Jordan, P. Diddy, Jay-Z, whoever, Ron Johnson on the Johnson & Johnson business. Look, these white people still gonna control you. But they will respect you a little bit more than they'll respect the regular, poor, average black motherfucker out here in the streets. So a lot of black guys looked at it that way. Like, yeah, he's successful. He made all this money. He's smart. But they didn't want to look at that. He got the money from his father. He got like a fucking $100 million or whatever. It don't matter. $1 million, $100 million is the same shit to a poor person. They don't want to look at that. They're just going on. He was successful, but they don't know they're not looking at all the bankruptcy and all the fallacies and things he had and all the racism that he was involved in. They're not looking at that. They're going on, he's successful, and I want to be like him. That's one thing. Secondly, a lot of them, because I heard a lot of people who I talked to, my homeboys hanging out in the hood, in the streets, in the barbershop, they talking about, yeah, you know, the Democrats, you know what I mean? The Democrats did this in 1850. The Democrats was the party who wanted to keep us in slavery. The Democrats was the party who did, okay. The party of 1850 Democrats is the Republican Party of 1950. The Democrats, the Republicans of 1850 are the Democrats of 1950. Also, 50 years ago, it was different than now. Now, the Republican Party, even though the Republican Party became a lot more white-oriented and rich-oriented, they was going on that line like we're going to do for the rich more than we're going to do for any race or any people, poor class, anything. We're going with the rich and organizations and companies. They started doing that back with Ronald Reagan. A little bit before Ronald Reagan, they started doing that. Coming towards, you know, rich people gonna run the whole world. And we've always said that African Americans, the white man gonna run the world and the United States forever. We've always said that growing up. But somehow they got away from that because of people got misinformation and they believe, or they ignorant and they believe that these Republicans looking out for them. And the Democrats said, we're going to look out for you, and they never did. But they not looking at the fact, or they don't know that the Democrats tried every fucking thing they could to help poor people. The Democrats was not trying to help. America is majority white. So black people, you're not going to get shit unless poor white people get it. And poor white people don't understand they're not going to get shit unless they vote for the Democrats to help the whole country and not just black people or immigrants or minorities. That's where the problem came in. White people believe every other race is out to get more than them and trying to take their place. Poor white people. Rich white people don't give a fuck because they got their money, their family. They don't give a fuck who take whatever because they don't have to work or do nothing. But poor white people can't seem to get this out of their head. That's a whole nother explanation. That's why we in the place where we at now with them. But young black males, here's the problem that a lot of, I don't know, white pundits and correspondents can't explain. Political powers can't explain. Black men feel like they've been lied to. But they fully don't understand it. The Democrats been trying to do everything they could to help poor people, which would include poor blacks, male and female, and the laws to change the prison thing and everything. But the Republicans, man, it's about that corporate money. It's about money, man. You got lobbyists, and they don't know what lobbyists is. A lot of black men, but a lobbyist is like if I worked for the Chick-fil-A company and I wanted people to buy more chicken instead of cattle, instead of beef, I would go to the senators and tell them to vote for the chicken bill, and I'd get a senator a house over in the Bahamas or Jamaica, a crib for their family could go on summer and vacation free on me, on my private jet or my yacht. That's a lobbyist. That's what the companies sent out to. And don't get me wrong, a lot of Democrats are bought and sold, but more Republicans are sold. But here's the main thing. The older they get, these 80, 90-year-old people, they've been bought and sold. Yeah, they've been bought, raped, everything. That's why you need new people in there. You need young people, more young people, 30s and 40s, 20s, 30s and 40s to get into these positions so they can change what these people have been doing for the last 50 years. But the media and everything confuse you from that. But black men voted for Donald Trump because, or didn't vote at all for the Democratic Party, voted against the Democratic Party because they feel the Democratic Party been lying to them. They don't understand the Democratic Party been blocked at every angle by the Republicans. And even when the Democrats get in control, they might have of the House and the Senate, they might have a Republican president. So the bill can be vetoed unless they get enough votes to overturn the veto. So a lot of black people don't understand this type of politics and legislation going on in Washington. So they just be like, oh man, they lied to us. They lied to the black people. No, they didn't. This Democratic Party, now you see it with everything that's going on with the Republicans and Donald Trump. These Republicans don't even want to go back to their constituents and tell them against Donald Trump. They scared of Donald Trump. Not thinking or understanding that their constituents the ones who can vote them out. I don't give a fuck. Elon got $1 trillion and put it in Nebraska or Arkansas. The people getting hurt are the ones who going to vote against you. And for some reason, they scared of Donald Trump and Elon Musk, or Donald Trump and the people who did the insurrection on January 6th. I don't know why these fucking Republicans won't talk against Donald Trump. But their constituents are like, where y'all at? Y'all, you know, y'all are missing in action, MIA. So that's why I want to say that, like, that's what the Democrats need to focus. More Democrats need to get out and keep talking about Democrat. The things Republicans do is they get on one talking point, and a talking point is a subject. And they might say this: L.A. is full of crime and police officers getting killed. I don't give a fuck if it's true or not. Every Republican will come out and say that. The media won't even talk back, because they'll say, well, yeah, well, see, this was happening with Biden, and also it's happening now. It's happening even more because of Biden, and the news people be throwing the fuck off. So the Democrats need to come out and just say some shit and just keep fucking saying it, whether it's true or not. More Democrats. You need 10 motherfuckers talking about this same subject, getting on all these platforms, on social media, YouTube, everywhere. Substack, all these places, Blue Sky, and then you need more Democrats talking about the changes and the things that Donald Trump doing to throw that's a distraction. But you still need about 10, 15 Democrats to keep talking about whatever, about his policies with immigration and all that. You need head self. You need to keep pounding it. These little meetings y'all having, these little committee meetings and shit, that ain't gonna work. You got to get out here on these. Y'all ain't doing no work. Y'all getting paid to do nothing. Why not get on TV and just fucking talk and lie? I don't understand it, Democrats.